WWE has made Liv Morgan sad, and in this video I'm going to tell you exactly what they did to make her sad, why she's sad, and why it's so significant. Because at WWE, they made Liv Morgan upset over a decision that they recently made, and why this is such a huge, huge thing. WWE, just like Liv Morgan, has had a transformational 2024. The company has never reached more bigger heights than it has been in terms of revenue. They are the hottest brand in all of pro wrestling, obviously. They're the biggest promotion in the world, obviously. And just like WWE, under the just creative vision of Triple H, they've thrived. Liv Morgan, she's thrived as well. Coming from the injury roster, essentially, returning from the sidelines earlier this year. Women's Royal Rumble match, kicking off her Liv Morgan revenge tour, feuding with the likes of Becky Lynch, Zelina Vega, and obviously Rhea Ripley, winning the Women's World Championship, turning heel, aligning herself with Dominic Mysterio, and bringing back Raquel Rodriguez. Having now several matches with Rhea Ripley, she is one of the top stars on Monday Night Raw and in the entire company. Triple H was huge in that happening, just like he was huge in this company happening. And there's been a shift in WWE where the brand is bigger than anything, and less is more. Gone are the days of Vince McMahon wanting to book multiple matches on a PLE card just so he could increase the watch time. Under Triple H, it's usually maxed out at about 5. Well, what does Liv Morgan also do? Less is more. She doesn't work as many matches as most champions. In title defenses, she's had a handful, most of which has come from or against Rhea Ripley or Becky Lynch. What is this thing that they did to make her sad? Well, let's get into it. WWE, they've decided that they're going to be making big changes to their live event schedule in 2025, something previously confirmed by TKO president Mark Shapiro. A lot of things have changed in WWE after the company was acquired by the Endeavor Group and merged with the UFC to form TKO. WWE runs house shows, aka live events, to connect with the fans in the local market, give wrestlers more experience, and work out future televised matches, something which has helped Liv Morgan in the early days of her career. However, the days of WWE making the majority of their money based off the gates, well, they are over, and it's all due and thanks to guaranteed TV deals. The top executive, Mark Shapiro, confirmed at the Goldman Sachs Communication and Technology Conference that they plan to come back on house shows because, quote-unquote, they're marginally profitable. You probably heard this quote before. He said that WWE, they're looking to cut it from 300 events from 2023 to 250 in 2024, and the plan is for 2025 to go closer to 200 while increasing company profits, yada, yada, yada. So how does this make Liv Morgan sad? Well, let's talk about it. Because while speaking with the New York Post, the Women's World Champion, she spoke about WWE reducing its live events. And this is what she had to say. Why not the gig go? She didn't hold back. I'm sad to see them kind of go a little bit because the house shows are so much fun and it's so much more intimate. House shows are truly the love of the game. I'm sad to see it go for the newer guys and gals coming in who aren't going to be able to have that experience and have the reps at live events under the belt. But it is what it is. Time, home is always nice. So, let's break that down. Because she made a valid point. These newer cats, guys and gals, they're not going to get the same reps. They're not going to get the same exposure. They're not going to get the same experience. And they're not going to have the same memories. Live events are crucial. If you've ever been to a live event, you know what she's talking about. Live events are so much more fun than TV events. Right? You have to sit through promos, which, generally speaking, promos in attendance, they suck because you have to really, really pay attention to what she's saying or he's saying or whoever's speaking saying, right? Audio's not the greatest. You got people around you. They're trying to chit-chat. There's movement. There's noise. It's kind of chaotic, right? At home, you can turn up the volume. They kind of sign it in, right? They focus in on the promo. It's a lot more enjoyable. However, at a wrestling show, the actual in-ring styles and ability of these athletes, well, they are put on display, especially live events, because that's how they're mostly telling their stories, right? They don't have necessarily backstories to coming into it. They just have to go out there and they have to tell the story that they're trying to tell that night. They also have to worry about queues and everything like that. Live events gets WWE or a promotion of your choosing to your local town should you not be in a major market. So for instance, me, I live close to Tulsa, but I don't live in Tulsa, Oklahoma, right? So they would be going to Tulsa, or they'd go to Oklahoma City. They're not going to go somewhere else smaller. Live events may be, right, if you're in a bigger state. Texas, for example, they would run house shows all over that state. But they would primarily hit your Austins, your Houstons, your Fort Worths, your Dallases, etc., right? Your major markets. What Liv Morgan has been able to experience at live events has helped her. It's helped shape her. It's helped to give her experience. It's helped her live out her childhood dream at a very young age with lack of experience. And as I mentioned, house shows, they also are able to give talent the opportunity to learn, try out new moves, get a chemistry with other talent. You can only do so much in a televised or a PLE match by learning how to work. Why? Well, because there's other elements. You got much more stricter time cues. You got feedback from the agents in the back, or Triple H in this case. It was much more under scrutiny and much more strict under Vince McMahon. Luckily, that's changed under Triple H. But still, you get the same gist, right? Like, it's a lot more chaotic at TV and PLEs than it should be at, say, live events. Live events are just more funner, in my opinion. But just like Liv Morgan, just like other talent, everyone's going to have to evolve. WWE looks at a business model, especially under the TKO banner, of being like, look, we acquired this company. It's a cash cow. We still have to pay off UFC and the debt, and they have other debt as well. WWE, their cash cow, they print money. Let's use them. Let's make some money off of this. And WWE prints big money. They have guaranteed TV rights deals across NBC Universal, Netflix, and now the CW with NXT, as well as the international rights to the WWE network through Netflix, and obviously in the United States with Peacock. Now, 2026, I believe, is when the Peacock deal is up. I expect WWE to take its U.S. market share and media rights to Netflix and have a full distribution plan throughout international territories as well as here in the States and in Canada, because it just makes more sense. Would you rather be on Peacock or would you rather be on Netflix? Well, obviously you'd rather be on Netflix. As a consumer who pays for both Peacock and Netflix, I look forward to the day that they go to Netflix. Like, I understand Netflix will go up in price, but still is a little bit much better manageable, I would expect, right?